Sup? Honor Hermit 26 here. I'm here to give you my ROH rant, the third part in my video series where I rant on a certain wrestling company. WWE and TNA are done, so let's go to Ring of Honor now. Alright, there are 5 topics I want to talk about, all in the description box. Follow along. Alright, first thing is Eddie Edwards winning the TV title over the weekend at the Ring of Honor TV tapings. I feel that this, there were 4 men originally in the tournament. Him, Davey Richards, Kenny King, Kevin Steen. I feel that either this would have helped Eddie Edwards the most, and I'm glad they put the title on him. Although I thought Kenny King might have been a good move as well, but my personal choice probably would have been Kenny King. But I definitely see why they put it on Eddie Edwards because, I mean, honestly, it's only a matter of time before Richards goes off on his own anyway. So I don't see why they can't give Eddie Edwards a little bit of, I guess, prestige is the right word, before Davey Richards goes on a singles run, because you can say, like, if they feud because they break up his tag team or something, he's a former TV title champion. I mean, that's a pretty big thing. I'm the first TV title champion, and I beat you in the only time we've ever faced before. So, and apparently that was an awesome match. So, I definitely see the point in that. I think this is going to be like the ECW TV title where it's defended all over, not just on HDNet and the HDNet tapings. I mean, Eddie Edwards has a match coming up in Michigan. Or no, it's Ontario with P.D. Williams. I see him defending it there. I just see maybe him defending it. I know he can't defend it in Phoenix because he has a match with Briscoes the first night, and then he might have defended it on the second night in Phoenix. But I'll get to that next. But anyway, I feel that this title could be very, very prestigious. The belt does look very cool to me. And sorry to spoil for you guys that didn't already know, but Robin made a video yesterday kind of on it, and it's the first thing you see when you go to ROHWrestling.com that is not the Newswire. So, and it's the first thing mentioned in the Newswire. So, but anyway, congratulations to Eddie Edwards. I've been a big fan of his lately. Definitely think that he is not holding back the American Wolves tag team at all, because he has been so much better over the past year and a half. I just think it's a great move, honestly. Now, Ring of Honor's WrestleMania 26 weekend shows. A lot of people are thinking that these shows might take a hit because of the Big Bang. If you look at the cards on paper, there are not bad matches on them at all. I mean, there's not the huge ROH World Title grudge match. That will be at the Big Bang. And the match I've been building towards this final battle with the tag team titles is also taking place at the Big Bang. But if you're looking at it, I mean, I do want to have those matches on a DVD taping. I know it's some of your best crowds of the year, and you should reward them maybe by having Black and Aries, whenever they face during the weekend, be a title match. I mean, because they're doing, like, the Tyler Black is facing 2 people the first night in Phoenix, and Roddy's facing 2 people the second night in Phoenix, or it's the afternoon then. But I feel that that match, I think that the Tyler should defend it once over the weekend, the world title, because, I mean, you're going to have kind of your biggest shows of the year, 2 of them at least, and no world title defended. I don't really see that happening. I mean, Danielson defended it twice during the first WrestleMania weekend. It was defended, actually wasn't defended at all during the Detroit one, but you had the cage match, and you had the Dragon Gate guys, and you had a lot of other stuff that made that card great. It was defended once during the Orlando weekend and defended twice during Houston, so maybe they can defend it at least once in Phoenix. Now, the rest of the cards look awesome. They're bringing in Scott Lost. It looks very, very good. Kenny Omega is coming back. That looks very, very good as well. There's a lot of these don't. I don't think these cards look bad at all. I think these, maybe the overall show, maybe the world title match might take a hit, but I don't think any of these shows will be anywhere less than maybe on a DVD 8.0. I mean, they haven't happened yet, but I'm pretty sure they will be great because they are WrestleMania weekend. They do have that prestige to hold up to. Honestly, they do. And I think they will hold up to that. I mean, you've got the tag team title match rematch from Final Battle, Briscoes Wolves at the first night. You're gonna probably have something with Carino, Cabana, Generico, and Steen. Probably have Edwards defending the TV title, as I said. I just think that a lot of these shows are gonna be great and should have great crowds on them. And that brings me to the Big Bang, ROH's second pay-per-view over the internet, April 3rd. Though, I just think that this card is just going to be amazing. I mean, maybe outside of WrestleMania, this is going to be the best card on paper so far this year for professional wrestling. And because it's the name WrestleMania, and they've been building this since, like, the Royal Rumble, even if not further back than that, maybe even the January 4th Raw, if not into 2009. This show, especially for an independent show, looks amazing. I think this looks better on paper than Wrestle Kingdom 4 did. This looks better on paper than any of the 2 PWG shows. I mean, King of Trios is getting there, but anyway. Well, King of Trios is kind of as a whole weekend, not just one individual show anyway. But World Title three-way, Tyler, Roddy, and Aries looks amazing. You got Briscoes and Wolves, that looks great. And I think this show, I mean, Charlotte is known for their awesome wrestling fans. It's going to be at the Grady Cole Center, which is a great building to hold it in. I expect to have, I don't know what the number they're expecting is going to be for attendance-wise. I'm expecting around maybe 1,000 people, maybe if not a little more, maybe 1,250. I expect to have a lot there. I know that they are having no problem selling tickets. I know that because they. But I imagine that Grady Cole Center is a huge building, so I imagine they're going to sell a lot of money with, especially with the Midnight Express is going to be there, and some of the Lucha talent. And honestly, you got the core of Ring of Honor's talent there. So this is just going to be an awesome, awesome show. And I mean, a lot of people might be a little hesitant to buy this one because Final Battle didn't deliver. Honestly, Final Battle wasn't. Well, let me say, Final Battle wasn't amazing. I give it a 7.75. But that show, you got like 4 hours, 20 minutes of wrestling for $14.99. I mean, that's a hell of a price, and you'll probably get better. This is probably going to be a better show for the same exact price. And if you buy it now, it's actually $12.99. So, and actually, when most people bought Final Battle, it was $12.99 as well. But you know. So it's going to air Go Fight Live April 3rd, the weekend after WrestleMania. So if you have a little extra cash laying around from WrestleMania, definitely go buy the Big Bang. I mean, honestly, if you can't make it in Charlotte, because I know there are a lot of people on here that might be going, like LV already made a video. Hopefully Nightmare goes. But, you know, the whole thing's going on Twitter. Him and Chase has been really funny if you've seen that. But anyway, let's go to the April Live event changes for Ring of Honor. They did move the Boston event on April 9th to September 10th now, probably being the night after, probably be NYC, September 11th after their May 8th show. They canceled the event in Edison, New Jersey, which has been a town of theirs since Final Battle 2005. Yeah, Final Battle 2005. Before that was Morristown, New Jersey. But I'm wondering why they're going to do this. I mean, honestly, if you had scheduling issues, I feel that they might hold TV tapings that weekend. Or maybe they're running 3 weekends previous to that. They're in Dearborn and Mississauga, the 19th and 20th of this month in March. The WrestleMania weekend shows in the Big Bang Series are going to run in 4 straight weekends. I don't really think that's a good idea. Maybe ROH saw that, so I don't know. Basically, hopefully they can find another venue in New Jersey, maybe one closer to the Delaware border, or maybe one even closer to NYC to get some of the NYC fans in there. Maybe, basically, just find a New Jersey venue. New Jersey has been a part of Ring of Honor since, I guess, the original Death Before Dishonor. So I would like to have a New Jersey venue. It's always been kind of a cool venue to see, even though the fans aren't that great. I mean, they're not one of ROH's better venues. So I always like to see it. And Boston, they're not returning for a year, pretty much. The last show was Final Captain Tour Boston. So basically, they're not going to return for like a year to Boston, which might hurt that venue, that market. But you know, Boston wasn't an A venue anyway. So I really don't see the problem with that. And if Ring of Honor core fans in Boston, they can go to Philly. New York's not that far away. I mean, honestly. And there are, and honestly, for and April Live events. Also, I do want to mention that April 23rd and 24th, King of Trios will be taking place for Jakara, so those shows might have a little less talent on them for Ring of Honor because Claudio's already been announced. I wonder how this is going to be because Matt Classic has been announced for the Throwbacks team. So I wonder how that's going to be with Colt Cabana not being in Chicago. Other ROH talents work for Jakara. I don't know what other talent's going to be announced, honestly, but I think it might take a little bit of a hit, honestly, for the live event changes. Honestly, it might take a little bit of a hit for the Midwest weekend, the April 23rd and 24th. Might take a little bit of a hit, but not all that big, honestly. All right, so and finally, the last thing is the world title picture for Ring of Honor. Right now is as hot as it's been in a long, long time, honestly, in my view. I mean, you have so many guys that could be a viable contender to Tyler Black. And Tyler Black is a fresh new champion, which is great. You have Roderick Strong. You have Aries wanting a rematch. I think you even have Jerry Lynn there because he never really got his rematch. I mean, he had a match in Toronto that was for the title, but it was a 4-way. You have Davey Richards. You have Kenny King. You have Eddie Edwards. I mean, just all those guys could have a claim to get a shot at the ROH title. And you have the pick 6 with all the guys that I haven't already mentioned. And the world title picture is looking so awesome right now. And basically, this is probably the most prestigious belt in wrestling right now. More than the only belt that might even come close to the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship, honestly, and that's or the GHC Heavyweight Championship. Sorry about that. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys liked it. Bye.